Hi guys, this is video tutorial for NeutrinoParticles editor, and in this tutorial I want to show you relation between emitter guide and emitter scheme. It will be short, so it will be useful even for beginners who don't want to use emitter scheme a lot. I opened samples project and created a default effect. Let me bring to front emitter scheme so I will see all windows simultaneously. So this is emitter scheme and this is emitter guide. I called emitter guide front end of emitter scheme in previous tutorial and it is. Actually, effect which you can see in preview window is made from emitter scheme. And emitter guide just modifies emitter scheme when you change something in the emitter guide. For example, when I change start position from point to path, you can see how several new blocks were added to emitter scheme. These changes can be small and almost invisible. For example, when you change some value, you can see how value is changed on the random block. Or when you change mode of start position, for example, emitter scheme can be changed a lot. So emitter guide creates new blocks and links when you change something inside it. Let's watch how emitter scheme changes during modifying effect with emitter guide. Okay, I'll change start position to area. Here I can draw where I want particles to be generated. And then I want to change texture. Something like this star. You can see here is area block on the scheme. Then I want to change color of particles. Make the speed a little less. Change size to random, 30 to 60, and change the transparency during their lives. Particles will fade in and then fade out. As you can see, emitter scheme after creating effect inside the emitter guide can be a little messy, so you might want to drag the blocks to make it a little bit clear, and then you can change, you can tune something what emitter guide doesn't support. For example, this stars effect is pretty simple and pretty beautiful, but I want all this effect to fade in um, in 5 first seconds of playing. Emitter Guide doesn't support this, so I want to go to Emitter scheme and add and make appropriate changes. I add system time block, then expression a multiplied by b, another one graph, which will fade in during the first 5 seconds, and then multiply transparency to that my new value. And all my effect is fading in first 5 seconds, and then it works as before. What happened with Emitter Guide when we changed transparency behavior? It just disabled transparency section, so it doesn't control it anymore, and all about transparency you can change only in Emitter scheme now. But again, in most of cases you don't need Emitter scheme at all, and it is needed only for fine tuning, deep tuning of effects. You can restart effect with space bar on your keyboard. And again, to see what we did with our transparency. I will not go into details and tell you about these blocks and how I did that. I will leave Emitter scheme for separate tutorial. It's just to show you how Emitter Guide and Emitter scheme related. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.